Unmute.
I've unmuted myself.
Unmute.
Perfect. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's Johnny Bronto here with HauntScene. And with me, as always, or at least most of the time, we've got my co-host, Melissa Luke.
Hi, guys.
Welcome to the show. Don't leave me hanging.
Oh.
All right. So we have a ton of stuff to talk about. And we're going to get started because we got 3 locations to talk about this week. We're going to be talking Central Florida haunts Actually, we did like 5 days worth of haunts last week. We did Horror Nights. Yeah, Horror Nights on Wednesday. We did Scream-A-Geddon on Thursday. We did a Petrified Forest on Friday. And then we did the newly coined I-4 Fear Park in Plant City. And that's going to be Sir Henry's Haunted Trail featuring Ominous Descent. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. And so we're going to get into it. So do me a favor if you would. Give me some love. I see you guys slamming that heart button. That's amazing. But I want you to slam that share button too. Put this out to your own timelines. Get this out to other people on the interweb. So share it so other people can enjoy the show with me. If you guys got any questions or anything, make sure you put this in the chat. I'm trying to do a better job of watching the chat. So Tyler, Jamie, April, Connor, Justin, everybody, Ashley's watching. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
I'm ready. Mm-hmm. I am super ready. Are you going to get all fired up this week like you were?
Maybe.
Maybe? A little
Maybe.
bit? Nice glasses.
Thank you.
I like your glasses.
Yeah, the new black
nice.
glasses. They go with HauntScene.
Yeah, they do.
They work really well, actually.
That's cool.
So.
All right, so we're going to switch over. Let's talk about what we did on Thursday. Thursday, we did Scream-A-Geddon. Now, this is my 4th year in a row doing Scream-A-Geddon. Coincidentally, it's Scream-A-Geddon's 4th year. So they did bring us out for the media night last Thursday. And we weren't alone. We had we had Myths at some Madge there. We had Horror Night Nightmares. We had the Freaks of Horror Nights. So we had a lot of people there that we knew. Throw Geek was there. So a lot of people, Expansion Drive podcast. So it was kind of a really cool little reunion because when we're talking about theme parks, a lot of times we're all spread out. So it was nice to hang out with them. So let's go ahead and switch over to Scream-A-Geddon. So we're going to cover things in order that we did them. So Scream-A-Geddon, Petrified Forest, and then the I-4 Fear Park. All right, so make sure you guys hit that share button, and let's talk about Scream-A-Geddon. Scream-A-Geddon's in Dade City. So we drove all the way out to Dade City, and here's the information, Scream-A-Geddon.com, and the night did not start off very well.
It did not. And why didn't it start well,
So
Johnny?
we have a little tradition here on HauntScene where there's a little party store right outside of, it's kind of like 5 minutes away from, it's like the last thing you see before you get to Scream-A-Geddon. And I've stopped there every year and I've taken a picture and I've gotten a slice of kumquat pie because Dade City is apparently famous for kumquats. And this year they didn't have any slices.
What?
They had a whole pie, which I almost bought, but I think some guy said they were only taking cash.
Yeah.
And the pies were like $16. So
Yeah.
for the first time in the history of HauntScene, we were denied kumquat pie.
It was kind of disappointing, actually, because I tried it for the first time last year, and I really liked it, and I was really looking forward to it this year.
So maybe Scream-A-Geddon itself should sell kumquat pie. That way it'd be like 2 birds with 1 stone.
I think so. I think
if
that would
you're
be great.
watching,
Yep.
That'd be a really good idea.
Something to look forward to next year.
All right, so we got all the information here. They're going through November 3rd. Different packages. Go to Scream-A-Geddon.com. Lots of new stuff this year. Lots of changes. Probably more changes this year than when it was brand new. Mm-hmm. So we're going to talk about everything here. Make sure you guys share this. Share it out. Hit all the little emoticons here, the like button and heart. Hello,
all of the shares.
Michelle. Hello, Aaron. Hello. Thank you guys for watching. So
Hello,
let's
everyone.
get started here. Follow them on social media. So we were invited to the sneak peek, the media event. Here's our media pass, which served as like our fast pass for the night. They do it a little differently, it seems like, every year. This one, they just kind of gave us a pass and set us loose. And we met up at the end if we had any questions. So let's talk about the order of things that we did them. So that was cool. Thank you for having us out. Vanessa,
Thank
everybody
you guys.
for Scream-A-Geddon for having us out there. That was really, really cool. And here's the lineup of the attractions this year, they also have like a midway area. It's all fenced in. It's like a Scream park, and there's drinks, there's media beers, as we coin them.
Media beers. Yeah.
I don't drink beer, but media.
The strawberry Rita.
Strawberry Ritas.
Strawberry Rita that me and Misfits Unmanaged had, which were really good.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, they got one, and I tried, and I'm like, this is really good, so I had to go get one.
But I was driving, so I can't drink because I'm a responsible.
You're a designated driver. Yeah.
Responsible haunt aficionado. All right, so returning from last year, Blackpool Prison, Infected Ground Zero. Those are 2 interactive trails or haunts, well, houses, whatever you want to call them. So we'll talk about that. This year, also Dead Woods returned. So those are 3 that came back from last year. They've got Rage 3D. Rage 3D, if you look up here at the very, very top right, this is kind of like a retooled Bedlam 3D. So it's still going to be 3Ds, ultraviolet, clowns. We'll talk about that. Zombie paintballs, so it's an upcharge. You can actually go on a modified school bus that's got paintball guns strapped to it and shoot zombies, which was absolute blast.
It was so much fun.
And I have to say, I'm not going to rank everything, but I will say probably the thing that I had to do twice was the Demon's Revenge house, which was really, really good, and I really loved it.
Yeah, that was really good.
I loved it so much I wanted to stay there. Apparently, I got lost. So we'll talk about that in a moment.
It was really funny if you would have saw it.
I've been getting lost in a lot of haunts this year.
You walked
like,
right
I got
into
lost
it.
In Poltergeist. I got lost in Demon's Revenge.
You did. And I was there. I was there both times you got lost.
Yeah,
it was kind of funny.
Yeah, and you were just leaving me there to die. So that's awesome.
No.
All right, so let's move on here. Candy Alley. Make sure you guys share this. Make sure you give it some love. And let's talk about just the overall scenery. Scream-A-Geddon really has it's an outdoor type Scream park. They've got stuff for s'mores. They've got food trucks. They got drinks. They got all kinds of stuff. Photo ops. They got scarectors walking around. All kinds of stuff. If you look here at the bottom right, I'm a huge fan of the house's October built, and Porcelain, I think that's the character's name. So we see her every year, and it still freaks me out. Mm-hmm. So we see Melissa here at the very, very bottom left.
Yes, she scared me twice.
A very interactive clown.
Very, very.
So we've got the facade for Rage 3D because it was repainted, and then we've got this poor guy in a straitjacket that just walks around in a straitjacket all night and lets you take pictures with him. All right, okay, so let's move on. So we got some feedback here. Erin says that Demon's Revenge was her favorite. I gotta agree with you.
I agree.
You've
it was
got
good.
some good taste.
Yep.
All right, so make sure you guys share this stuff, and let's move on. We got lots of stuff to talk about.
Moving on.
So the first thing we did, and it took a little bit for it to kind of load up, was the zombie paintball assault, because this was, when they announced this was like, I gotta do this. I've seen it in movies, I've seen it all over the place, and I want to shoot some zombies. So they had their, I don't remember what their hayride was called last year. Do you remember?
I don't know.
I don't know off the top of my head. I guess I can look it up.
I don't remember the name of it, no.
But it was a hayride, and they kind of repaved part of the road. And now for a little upcharge, you can do a zombie paintball assault. And it's depending on how many paintballs you want. And they're these little green UV reactive paintballs. So you can actually see where you're shooting. So if you take a look here at the very, very bottom left, it's a big bench. You sit across, and they've got the paintballs on one side. I really wanted to do this and do video, but I also wanted to shoot zombies. So sorry.
Same.
The desire to shoot zombies was good. So the way it works, not a huge spoiler because you're shooting zombies with paintballs. You test out your gun to make sure they're working. They've got people there to refill your gun based on the amount of paintballs you buy. And as you go through, it's got a couple, maybe 3 or 4 scenes where you stop and a couple zombies come out, and if you shoot them in the head, they go down. So you actually get that effect of shooting a zombie
Yeah, most
in the
likely,
head.
yeah. I mean, they'll stand for a little bit, and then they'll eventually go down.
Yeah, and these poor characters, they got this really thick mask and this really big suit on, so you're
and
not
they had
really
their hands
hurting
up,
them
so
or
they were kind of covering themselves too
Yeah.
as well. So,
but dropping zombies was fun. So
Yeah.
we the group that I was with, it's probably I don't know, maybe 20 or so paintball guns on the side. I don't know the exact number, but yeah, we definitely dropped every zombie we saw.
It was really cool. And I always wanted to do zombie paintballing. It's been on my list for a while. So.
And this is really the only place that I know that does this in Florida.
Yep.
I've seen it in movies and things like that. But I mean, if somebody were to do something like that in like Orlando, they'd probably like print money.
Yeah.
So, but that was a lot of fun. And
I really enjoyed that. Yep.
And at the end, they send like a ton of zombies at you, not just a couple.
All at once, you just unloaded them at once, so you can just run out of your paintballs.
Yep. So great start to the night there. So that was really fun. I'm going to back up a little bit because I don't have any pictures of the other houses, so we'll just kind of talk around them. I believe next we did the Rage 3D.
Yeah, it was Rage 3D.
I don't remember the exact order, so I guess I'll just show you the picture here. Okay. Yeah, Rage 3D, and it's go ahead and describe it.
So it was a lot like Bedlam. I guess it was just more clowns, I guess, just like more barrels and stuff, and more things to go around. I don't know how to explain it. It was kind of like Bedlam. It kind of reminded me of Bedlam. I didn't really see a difference though.
It was retooled. It's got different paths and different things in it.
Towards the end, there was like a big finale towards the end where you kind of had to find your way out. You know.
I'll be honest with you,
So,
and it's not nothing to take anything away from the characters or anything there. But everybody has that thing that scares them, and everybody has that thing that doesn't scare them. And I'm just not scared of clowns. I'm just not. So it's got some 3D stuff in there.
I'm not a big fan of 3D though.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of 3D houses.
And like I said, not to take anything away from the house. It's just I think we've just done it to death.
Yeah.
So that's our opinion. But if you've never been to Scream-A-Geddon and you're doing that for the first time, I can imagine that house would be a lot of fun because visually it was pretty impressive. I will admit I'll go ahead and see that the Rage 3D was definitely a step up from Bedlam, and I think it was just because we've done the same house, or I've done the same house, like almost exact same thing for 3 years in a row. So it was nice to see it tweaked a little bit. So that was Rage.
So yeah, I think it was just what you said. It was basically like Bedlam, just a different path.
Yeah.
I guess. So I don't really know how to describe it. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we did Blackpool Prison, and I apologize if we didn't. This isn't the correct order, but Blackpool Prison is returning again. It is a prison riot gone wrong. There was some apprehension in the group of whether we should wear the interactive necklaces or not. You got to do it. They give you the option of wearing a little glow necklace when you're there. And
it's actually a lot of fun.
And this is going to make the characters be a little bit more intense, be able to kind of give them permission to maneuver you and put you in different places, stuff like that. Very intense house. It's a lot of fun. It's it was there last year, and it was terrifying. So Blackpool Prison was pretty good. The funny thing is I'm not really scared of clowns, but I am scared of being caught in a prison riot, I guess. Whatever the phobia that is, I've got.
That's a little weird.
So
Okay.
what do you think about Blackpool?
So it was exactly like it was last year. I felt like we weren't as like attacked as we were last year. If you noticed,
but
we were also in a bigger group.
Yeah.
Last year it was just Johnny and I, and we kind of caught up with the group in front of us. So I think they took more from them than they did us. I didn't feel like it was like very interactive this year compared to last year.
Yeah,
that's all.
But I'll admit it was nice to see other people get grabbed.
True.
It's nice sometimes it's nice to be a spectator sometimes and just watch things. So that was a lot of fun.
Because I was getting lucky throughout the house and not getting grabbed until like the very end when I was getting thrown into cells. Yeah. So it was actually kind of funny watching other people get grabbed. So.
Okay.
So I guess that was fun.
Then we did Infected Ground Zero, which is another interactive house. This is where you can, once again, wear a glow necklace, and you can be put in a body bag. You can be separated from your group, maybe taken through an alternate path.
Johnny took that fall for me. Thank you for getting into that body bag for me.
Most of the time, I'm telling Melissa to get in the casket, and she's kind of the guinea pig of the group. But I took the hit this year, and I'm the one that got in the body bag. So they have a body bag, and they just kind of laid it over me.
Yeah, he didn't really zip it up to you, which I was kind of scared of because I thought he was going to zip it up.
Yeah,
all the way.
I was like, so, I kind of regretted my decision right afterwards. Very good house, really solid scares. I will admit, as opposed to last year, it seemed like the characters were more interested this year. I did run into, I think maybe just some bad timing last year, but we definitely got some solid scares out of Infected there. Then we did Deadwoods.
Which was exactly like it was last year. I think.
You know what the thing about Deadwoods is? I think I actually noticed that they put some sound in there. Like I noticed that they had some like sound effects in there. Deadwoods is you're walking in the dark. They give you a glow stick, and you are walking from little scene to little scene, and it's your backwoods cannibal, people in cages, help me kind of thing. We definitely saw some Bushmen in their natural habitat.
Bushmen.
So some ghillie suits there.
Yep.
If you were doing Deadwoods, it's probably the most terrifying thing ever the first time you do it. But being a repeat person, maybe they can retool this a little bit in the future. But I had fun. None of the houses, it's not that any of the houses weren't fun. It's just, I've done them before. So
I like the guy in the ghillie suits, though.
Yeah.
It's very effective, especially
really
on that path because it's so dark you can't see them.
Right.
So they make for an effective scare.
Yeah, I got thrown into cells, and some of the people we were with are thrown into cells as well. All right, so Deadwood's good time. If you've never been out to Scream-A-Geddon, it's totally worth the drive. I have to say that it's totally worth going out to Dade City and doing it. It's pretty cost effective too, so definitely look up all the details. Mm-hmm. We got to move along. I'm gonna say the Demon's Revenge. We did this house last. It was amazing, and I loved it. So we're gonna I took a picture here. It's got like a church facade, and if you look here, it's all like surrounding these like big timbers. This is squeezed in between the Infected Ground Zero house and the Deadwoods house. It is brand new. It was not there before, and I love this. It's a witchcraft possession gone wrong. I had to do it twice. It's really, really good. It's one of those, it's kind of interesting because it's an outdoor trail. It's got like indoor, outdoor elements, but it feels like you're indoor most of the time. So I loved it. Like,
this is a really good house.
This is one of my favorite houses this season. Like, it was awesome. What'd you think?
I thought it was really well done. They had some really cool elements in there.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it away for those that going to Scream-A-Geddon, but they had some interesting elements in there that I think you guys would like.
Yeah, the finale is just awesome. It
they
is
have huge,
super creepy.
It's very narrow too, and they
it's
have
narrow and tall.
They have puppets and chainsaws and all sorts of things in there. So
yeah,
a lot of things going on.
I got a little intimate with one of the puppets.
That's the one where Johnny.
So
lost.
was it the first time or second time I got lost?
That was the second time.
Yeah, we had to do this one again.
The first time you were leading and you went the right path,
and
the second time I was leading and you were behind me.
Yeah, I don't know how I got turned around, but they have like one of those huge like puppet like gore galore type things, and the thing just kind of like did his little thing and stopped. And I thought in my brain, I'm like, well, I got to walk around this thing like to get past in the hump. So I like take a step to the left and I'm trying to like make my way past it. And it's just kind of like tilting like this back and forth. And then I turn around and she's at the end of the hallway, like 30 feet away. And she's like, where are you going?
Johnny, what are you doing?
Never mind. So
you were literally like what?
I was like in there. So sorry about that. But it was really, really cool.
We apologize, Puppet. We're sorry.
So
Johnny's actions.
I can't, as much as I would love, and this is something that kind of bums me out sometimes, is we used to have the ability to spend an entire episode on a specific haunt and talk about all the little nuances of everything. I'm just going to go ahead and give Scream-A-Geddon a thumbs up. I had a really good time this year. Can't wait to go back. All the changes were really good this year. They were definitely a step up from what they had previously, and I'm hoping for other things in the future. But man, I had a really, really good time at Scream-A-Geddon. So definitely check out Demon's Revenge. Really, really good. Creepiest finale I think I've almost ever been in any house. Like it's just kind of making me skin crawl when I'm looking at it. All right, so that's Scream-A-Geddon. Thank you so much. I don't think I got anything else for this one. Nope, not that one. All right, so we're going to move on to Petrified Forest. All right, so that was Friday. And I want to thank Pam and everybody that we talked to over
Pam.
there for bringing this out. Here's their information at petrifiedforest.com. This one is in Altamonte Springs, Florida. So like in the North Orlando area, if you're thinking I-4, it's exit 92 and about maybe 5-10 minutes going east if you make a right. Here's their dates. They have all kinds of stuff. You can follow them on social media. Always had a good time. We did this one last year, but I skipped the year before for some reason. So I've done this one in the years that we've been doing HauntScene, 3 out of 4 years. And
this will be my second year.
I think this year cemented this. This is going to be a yearly stop for me. Not that I want to prioritize or things like that with haunts, but sometimes I want to do new stuff. But I had an absolute blast at a Petrified Forest, and I was astounded about how good it was. I don't really know how to describe it. Like I don't know. They're not like, I don't want to say like they're not professional haunters, but they pull off amazing set pieces. Like it's kind of like a hybrid of like community and professional haunt, I guess. And I don't take that in a bad way. It's just, I try to categorize these things, but man, some of the stuff like the catwalk, like we were walking like this platform, like a zoo, like the whole trail is ridiculous. So, all right. So we got stuff to talk about. So we're going to go ahead and move forward. Here's their information. Petrified Forest is awesome. We did go out there. WJRR was there. Dickerman, we got a chance to meet Dickerman and Mel from WJRR. Super nice folks. They were broadcasting live, and it was a little surreal. She went to Horror Nights afterwards, and I actually went home. But it was surreal to be driving away from a haunted attraction and have somebody on the radio broadcasting from where you just came from. Mm-hmm. So that was kind of neat. So they were there. So thanks for taking a moment to talk to us and take a picture. Petrified Forest let us hang a banner for the first time at a Petrified Forest, so we were able to hang one there and at the I-4 Fear Parks. We'll talk about that in a moment. But let's get into the actual attractions here. Actually, before we do that, lay the scene. Like you've done a Petrified Forest before, so we walk in. What are you looking at?
So when you walk in, you have they do a color board there. They have 6 different colors. So according to the color that you're in, that is the group that you go to the haunt. So on the left, they have the color board on the left, and then they have their first new house, the Hunted, and then they have the second new house right next to it at the far end, which was
Swamp.
There's the swamp house.
Or the family swamp. Or
yep,
the contaminated swamp.
And then they also do the Pixel Fund.
Yep.
They have a cat and a dog.
Of course you bring that up.
Yeah, of course.
So
you gotta give up the whole
Where did Melissa go?
Where did I spend most of the time with the dog?
Melissa
of
went
course.
to play with the dog.
And then next to it they had WJRR, and then straight ahead they have a stage where they play music. And then they also have a food truck. They have drinks. As well, and then they have loads of picnic tables so you can just sit down and drink and chill and wait until your color is called so you can go to the haunted house.
Yeah,
so it's a really cool area. It's a really fun area, and it's all lit at night, and they have characters running around that you can interact with. So it's a really cool environment.
Yeah,
so,
I didn't really think about it, but everything we did this week had like a fenced-in area where there are things to do other than, just do the haunted attractions.
Yep.
Not to take anything away from any haunted attractions, but a lot of times you just go in, you sit in line, you experience it, you hang out for a few minutes, and you go home. They had a DJ, they've got all kinds of stuff going on, and
You're playing music and interacting with the crowd, like the Cupid Shuffle, which...
Yeah,
I danced
people were dancing.
So
we put up a little clip of her dancing.
So even if you're scared to do haunts, you can take your mind off of it for a while, So which is pretty cool. So I loved the environment.
A little bit of hangout action.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna move on here, and I've got just 2 facade pictures. So we're gonna talk our way around this here. We did the swamp first. So I've heard it called the family swamp or the contaminated swamp or the swamp. So it's the swamp.
The swamp.
And
the Hunted.
It's got this really cool facade. This is going to be some backwoods, stuff here. And I think I had the story pulled up. Give me one moment here. And let me see. They've got a little clip for this. I unfortunately did get a chance to pull clips into this episode. The family swamp has been contaminated for as long as anyone can remember. As the drool of society has drowned out what was normal in each generation past, these oddities have evolved. As you find your way through their land, watch your step and your back. So you got it's kind of, your backwoods, cannibal type people.
Yeah, it was a really cool house. And when you first go in, they put you on a swamp boat.
Yeah.
And they actually push you through the swamp, and you get off, and then you walk the rest of the trail. And this is my second year, and last year they had a trolley car that they put you in individual slots in the trolley. There was like 5 seats, and they'll roll you down. It was like kind of like a mine type thing, like a train type thing. So that's pretty a cool interactive way to get yourself into the haunt, actually. So I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah,
I like that.
They put you on there. She lost her glasses again, so our
I did.
first little bit of the house
when you first go through, there's this stuff hanging, and they roll you so fast that I rolled right into the hanging moss that was hanging down, and it actually caught me by the neck and make my glasses fall back. So we actually fell back a little bit so I can get my glasses before heading into the trail.
Yeah, but it actually didn't work out too well because we were by ourselves.
But it actually worked out well because we were by ourselves for the entire run, which was really cool.
It's dark. It's dingy. Definitely some characters are going to pop out at you from everywhere. They'll talk to you a little bit, which I thought was pretty cool. I love the interaction. I always love that in haunts when characters
Me too.
That's
actually one of my favorite part of a haunt.
So there are these catwalks, like these little platforms you're walking on. And I don't know if they were supposed to have like a laser swamp in this one part, but maybe it seemed like one would really go well there. But they had like these little huts and houses and things, and it was just everything terrifying you can imagine being in like a backwoods type area. And then they have like this little gauntlet you kind of run at the end. I don't want to spoil it, but you got to deal with a couple things there. But it was really good.
One part I liked is the lady rappelling off the wall.
Oh yeah,
that was really neat.
Was that this one or the other one?
No, that was a swamp.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was a swamp, right? Or was that the hunted? No, I'm sorry, that was the hunted.
Okay.
No, you're right, that was the hunted. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Correction, that was the hunted, not the swamp.
These two, when you do one house, you can actually, after the first house, if you bought the combo ticket, you can get into the fast pass right away for the second house. So we did them like bam, bam. So if they bleed over a little bit, that was really good.
I think there was one part in the swamp with the glowing area, the neon area.
Okay.
When it kind of opened up. What was that opened up that we walked through? Can you tell what that was?
I don't remember.
No, but it was pretty cool. It was neon.
Yeah,
it was neon
they've got
lights.
some UV stuff. You are like on a raised platform for a big chunk of it, so it's really cool because you're looking down and things are coming up at you. So it was really, really good. I love the swamp. Had a really, really good time there. Anything else about the swamp?
No,
it's scary.
It's very dark.
Yeah, Petrified Forest is scary.
You'll get actors who just pop up in front of you randomly, so which gave me a really good scare. Yep. They have a few chainsaws in there, I know, and then they have a stilt walker. When we went through the kind of church area with the guy with the book, the stilt walker came from behind us, and Johnny went, and the chainsaw got me, and I kind of hugged the wall for a second.
Yep.
Yeah. So it was terrifying.
All right, so that's the swamp. So we're going to move on to the second one, which was the hunted. This one is, I've got the description right here. Let me read it, because I like reading descriptions. The hunted interactive trail will bring you through the aftermath of the 2031 contamination. Even though the public has been assured repeatedly that the contamination is no longer a threat, we will still provide each visitor with a government-approved beacon to maintain your health status. So they give you, I guess it's called like a Z tag or something like that. It's a little lanyard type thing with a little kind of chip card thing on it. It's got a blinking light on there. And when you interact or get scared by certain characters in the hunted, it will actually like hurt you. It'll hurt your little chip. And there are people throughout the house that can heal you. So I thought that was really cool.
I love I love that interactive part, actually.
And you start to panic.
Yep.
You're like, I don't want to die. I don't want to lose anything.
So it was like a apocalyptic.
Yeah, post-apocalyptic.
I guess zombie apocalypse type house.
Not really zombies, but like like Mad Max type kind of
like
thing.
Mad Max. Oh, so kind of like that zone from HHM. What was that called? Survive or Die. Kind of like a Survive or Die type house.
Kind of.
I guess
some little twist on it. But yeah, the interactive element was really, really cool. I did get whacked a couple times. And I had to
I did too.
meet up with certain people. They've got like these little white lights, and they heal you up to full. So having a little interactive element in the house was really, really neat. I will admit, I had a lot of fun at all the haunted attractions we did this weekend, but we had one exchange that was like one of my favorite moments ever this season.
It was great.
So we're about, I don't know, maybe about halfway through the house, and we come into an open type area, and there's cages, and we walk through, and the first thing I noticed, I'm like, wow, these girls are kind of hot. Like, I'm sorry, it's just the first thing I noticed. So Melissa has a side conversation with one of them, and go ahead and tell them what happened.
So it was like an auction type area, and one of them said, I will, like, give me an offer, give me an offer for the guy with you, for Johnny. And I said, how about a penny? He goes, well, we don't have money, but how about some corn? I'm like, sure, I'll trade you Johnny for some corn. So they took Johnny and they put him in this cage, and we got some corn.
This isn't the real corn.
This isn't the real corn.
This is to simulate the transaction.
This is the prop corn.
So this is
for our interaction.
All that I'm worth.
So I traded Johnny for 2 cans of corn.
Did you at least get a can opener?
Huh? Do you have a can opener in your kitchen? We get some can opener.
What, not in a post-apocalyptic full of mutants.
I don't have it. No, they were supposed to give it to me.
Always have
they
to
didn't
get
give me a can opener.
All right, so
it's not like I carry around with me.
I am worth at least 3 cans of corn. So in the future, mutants, I am worth 3 cans of corn and a can opener.
Okay.
So if you're ever going to throw me under the bus like that again,
yes,
make sure you get the maximum value. At least let me negotiate for myself.
They put you in the cage.
This is true.
Not me.
So they put me in a cage, and I'm staring at these people, and I had a thought. I had 2 thoughts. I thought, this is how I die, and the other thought I had was, oh, this is how this movie starts.
And there would have been the end of HauntScene right there, because Johnny would have been gone.
I would have been dead.
But they held you in there for a good minute, though. Yeah. I gotta say, while we were negotiating corn.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
so
it was fun.
At least I know my worth on the show. I run HauntScene, and I run the show every week, and we do all these haunted attractions, but I guess, 2 cans of corn. That's like Cody. That's like Cody would sell me out for some treats.
I'm fine with that. I love corn.
All right.
But you know what? I love you even more. So I'm glad you're back.
Yeah, I'm glad. All right, so The Hunted was really, really good. It was really, really, really good. I had an absolute blast at both of the trails here.
They were both great, but if I had to pick my favorite, I would go with The Hunted. I love The Hunted. Yeah. I love the interactive part of the maze. I love it.
And here's the thing, and then I'm going to give a little bonus shout out to Petrified Forest. It was their opening night, A lot of times when you go, usually we don't talk about it on the show because I cut a lot of haunts a lot of slack, but I was really impressed for a haunt opening up on their opening night about how well all the characters did and how well everything went. So good job, Petrified
Good
Forest.
job, guys. It was a great night.
That the season's going to only go up from there because it was a really, really good night. So,
yeah, it was a lot of fun, and everyone did a great job. Both haunts were amazing.
Yep, you guys kicked ass.
Kudos to everyone that night. You guys did great.
Everybody that we met a lot of people. I met an Eric. We know Pam. We met Nana. All the people there Nana said. So Nana said, we can do whatever we want. So thank you.
Thank you, guys.
It was a really good time. If you guys have not had a chance to do a Petrified Forest, make sure you put it on your list along with Scream-A-Geddon.
I love Petrified Forest. I look forward to it every year now. Like I said, this is my 2nd year doing it, and I absolutely love it. I can't wait to do it again next year.
One last note about Petrified Forest is they do have off-site parking. There's a parking lot called Objectives. It's a store, and they actually have a trolley that will take you back, like a little shuttle that will take you back and forth there. There are a lot of places between there and the shuttle, Petrified Forest, where the shuttle is, that'll try to charge you like $5, $7 to park, but you can definitely take the trolley for free. So little tip when you guys go, the information is available on the Petrified Forest social media. So good job.
Great job, guys. Thank you.
All right. Good job. Good job. Okay, everybody, where we at? 8:34. All right, Daniel, Tina, Fallon, Kevin, Daniel, Carol, you guys are all awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you, guys.
And we're going to move on to our final stop, which is going to be the I-4 Fear Park. And the I-4 Fear Park, which is newly coined this year. Last year, it was just mainly called Sir Henry's Haunted Trail, and it still is, featuring Ominous Ascent. So you've got 3 haunted attractions there. Another Scream Park, another fenced-in area. So basically everything we did in Central Florida had a very similar format. So this is really cool. So we went out there on Saturday. So here's the information. You can go to SirHenry'sHauntedTrail.com or OminousAscent.com. Get all the information. It's like $30, free parking. You can do upcharge things, like they have an escape room. They've got laser tag. We did all that stuff this year. They've got a food truck. They've got like shaved ice, I guess, or snow cones.
Snow cones.
Do you want to eat a snow cone?
Oh, you did.
I really like those freaking snow cones.
That's awesome.
All right. So, not to get too, into last year, but obviously, quick story. Mr. Sin had an original location by themselves with Bartow. Don't really want to bring up that because it'll make me sad. But last year they were able to operate, and they had a trail that they built in about 9 days. And being that they had a full off season to work on their trail this year, they really bonded together with Zach and everybody at Sir Henry's. And here's the thing about this year. And I'm not going to lie, I've got a really good relationship with my friends over at Amos Ascent and Zach. These are friends of mine. And they like wouldn't let me come out this year. Like I came out one night, they were filming like their escape room video and stuff like that. And I would kind of be like, hey man, I want to come out. I want to do like a promo video. I want to do like a little Facebook Live or whatever. And for whatever reason, it never really worked out. So I'm like, oh my God, like what did I do?
I thought the same thing. Yeah.
What did I do wrong?
I was like,
why don't they love me anymore? I love these people.
Why didn't we go out and see it?
So it really turns out that they didn't want to spoil the surprise for everything that they had. So I got to see this whole thing fresh. And I will tell you, when I first walked in, and as opposed to last year, not to take anything away from what they accomplished last year, but when you walk through the brand new gate and the everything they have at Sir Henry's this year, it is like night and day. And like I said, I don't want to take anything away from last year because I had a lot of fun at all the trails at Sir Henry's and Amos Ascent last year. But they have upgraded everything so much.
They have a really nice layout.
It's nice. Like it was like really nice. So they've got some like fencing and everything is themed and all the signs light up, and it was just, you could tell a lot of thought went into the presentation. They've got a huge screen playing the videos, all the signs light up, all the facades are really, really good. So man, you guys kicked ass on putting that together this year. So here's all the information, but let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so here are the attractions that you're going to find at Sir Henry's. And I'll just say I-4 Fear Park, so let's just, lump them all together. You've got the carving. Pumpkin Monster's going to come get you. Lots of pumpkin stuff, jack-o'-lanterns, corn, all kinds of stuff.
It's beautiful when it's beautiful at night when it's all lit up. It looks really nice.
Yes.
And you walk through like a village.
Yeah.
And it has pumpkins, and it's just really cool.
Yeah.
It's just really cool.
So then we got Silent Walls, which we'll talk about, and then we've got Twisted Souls, which is the Amos Ascent Trail there, and then the Till Death Do Us Part laser tag and the hide and seek escape game. So this is a lot of bang for your buck. The 3 trails are $30, totally worth it. And if you want, it's $5 for the escape room, totally worth it. And then the laser tag as well. Okay, so here's what we're going to see there. All right, so I want to show this first because when you go in, we arrived early. I'm chronically early to everything, as you probably know. I took a lot of pictures when it was light outside just to kind of get an idea of the facade. I don't want to give away too much, but here's just a layout. Just everything was it was really, really well done. But you will see when the sun goes down, how everything lights up when it starts to get dark outside. It just makes it like the perfect Halloween feeling type event. So it's really, really cool. All right.
And the signs light up. It's so neat.
Yep. So we got those. Neat. What's up, Betty? What's up, Tyler? What's up, Corey? What's up, Lee? What's up, everybody? All right. So we're going to move on. Okay, here. So let's talk about, we'll just go in everything, the order in which we did them. We did everything twice. So as you can see here, here's the carving, which is going to be the trail on the left-hand side when you walk in. Here's the sign lit up. Pumpkin Monster gone wrong. I am a sucker for pumpkins. Pumpkin anything. Pumpkin jack-o'-lanterns, pumpkins, pumpkin monsters, anything fall related.
You
anything.
like pumpkin pie?
I love pumpkin pie.
You like pumpkin spice lattes?
I don't think I've ever had a pumpkin spice latte.
Never had a pumpkin spice latte?
A PSL. So I don't know, but you throw some pumpkins in some trees, you put some scarecrows up, you put some corn out, man, you got me. So love the trail. Scare just brought it this year. There were, not to take anything away from there, but there was a little bit of a kind of a, there was like the trails last year were good for the Sir Henry's part. Like they were scary, but then like the scares like really amped up a little bit for Honest Descent because those are all really big dudes and they'll kill you. I will have to say like Sir Henry's definitely stepped up this year, so you guys definitely kick some ass. So I really like the carving. I the theme of it and everything. I love everything that jumped out and popped out and got us. I was having some issues with my camera. I wanted to do like a little video clip, but I was having some issues there that I need to get fixed. But here's just a couple little taste of this. So what'd you think of the carving?
I like the carving. I mean, I'm totally with you with the pumpkins. I love pumpkin anything.
Yep.
Do
you like pumpkin spice lattes?
I do love pumpkin spice lattes. Yes, I am. I am a basic white girl, and I love my pumpkin spice lattes.
All right.
But yes, I really enjoyed this house, and like I said, at night when it was all lit up and it all came alive, it looked beautiful. The pumpkins were just beautiful. Everything about this house was really nice.
Yeah, it was really cool. And the facade here, and I had a little video of this, but if you look at the top right, the bills. They've got like little jack-o'-lanterns on the roof, and if you stand there long enough, like they're on like a little timer, and some of them like come on and off, and I just love those little touches. So that was really, really cool. So good job, great job, good place to start. All right, so moving on, we are moving on to Silent Walls, and
this one was creepy. This one legitimately creeped me out.
Yeah, I haven't done a house this creepy in a long time, because you know why it's creepy? Because they've got kids in it.
Creepy children.
And kids are creepy. Kids are inherently creepy, let alone kids in a haunted house. So
that's one thing.
Silent Walls, boogeyman type house. It was really cool, and it just goes on forever. That's the really cool thing about all the trails here at the I-4 Fear Park, is they just go on and on and on. Even if the time doesn't go on and on, I feel like they go on forever. So I'm curious to see what Ty and our friends over at Team Traffic Shark, if they hit this up this year, what they're going to say about the timing of everything, because we don't really time it, but they do. But Silent Walls was just ridiculously creepy.
Is that what the theming was? Was the boogeyman, basically?
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah, not as a huge spoiler, but there are kids, and they're like, oh, things are in the walls, and I don't know if I didn't notice it the first time, but we did this one twice, and there was a scene somewhere in the house, I'm not going to spoil it, where there's like a little kid, I think it was a little girl, and she's like there, and she's like, oh, it's in the walls, and I seriously see like a gloved hand reach from the walls and just grab the kid.
Yeah, you saw that one. I didn't see that. I didn't catch that one. I didn't catch that one.
Super duper creepy, and the kids singing and running around, and it was just
especially when you come out to the big playground outside, and there's like 5 of them just running at you, just chasing you, and it's terrifying.
I was probably more scared of the little kids than I was of the characters at the Twisted Souls. I probably was, actually.
I think this is the one. This is the one I kind of peed myself in it. I kind of.
Oh, that's
right. Did. I actually did. Like it scared me that much.
Okay, so yeah. So you made Melissa pee.
Yes, thank you guys.
All right,
thank you.
Facade's been redone. Love the house. We met. There's like a doctor and like a patient here at the bottom.
They were really cool. That was one of my favorite rooms.
They remembered us the second time. Yep. They're like super nice, and it was kind of like I felt like it was like a little break in the house. I don't think they were there to be like scary, but he had like a little jar with like an alien inside.
Yeah, he showed us the alien thing. It was really cool.
Yeah, so that was really cool.
And then we come around again, and they're holding like the skull, and he has the 2 little bottles, and they're just interacting with us, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
All right, so Silent Walls was really, really good. But we got to move on because we got some other experience to talk about. Let's talk about the Twisted Souls here. Now, once again, I was having some camera problems, so I didn't get a lot of pictures, but I did get a couple. So here's Wade, here's Lacey Charm. I wanted to get a picture of the new character, William. You can see all of these things if you go to ominousdescent.com or look them up on social media. They've got trailers, just like Sir Henry's does for their part of it here. It is... They had originally like a slaughterhouse type theme, and it was like that, but it was like now it's like a farmhouse. So one of the first scenes you walk in is like a big barn, and you walk through like all kinds of different parts of this here. So what'd you think of
I love Twisted Souls. It was really well done. I love when you first walk in, you have the car, and you walk in. And you see Wade. Mm-hmm. So that was a really good entrance, and then you make your way further into the house. And of course the laser swamp is always my favorite part. I love laser swamps. Yep. So, and they had that this year as well. So, and just the actors were amazing as always.
It was like three-dimensional, like people were like climbing on top of cages.
They were jumping over boxes,
and jumping on
ramming doors,
and stuff, and
it was just really cool. So
it's kind of weird because I know some of these people, and I think that's why I'm scared of them more. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I know just you, but I don't know which character you are today.
Very large actors carrying axes.
Oh my God, we turned a corner.
Loud noises.
There was this guy in like a bull mask, and he was just like, bruh. Yep. Like we know
very intimidating.
We know Larry's freaking huge, but man, this guy was just like, I was like, please, sir, can I go by? Like, it's just like, and I'm not a small dude, so it's kind of interesting.
And then the other room I liked is towards the end when you enter the room and the girl is behind the cage, like the victim, and you actually have to push the door to exit. You have to push your way through. So I thought that was pretty cool. So that was very interactive.
And not to get too like in depth with a lot of the changes, because I don't want to spoil anything. But even if you did get a chance to go out to Sir Henry's last year. When it comes to the ominous descent part of it, they expanded it significantly. I mean, they put together their trail last year in about 9 days. This year they had a full off season to work with here. So huge barn facade that you walk through and everything. They actually reversed the order of the trail and then added some things onto it afterwards. From a personal standpoint, a lot of my favorite elements from the original location finally made its way over, so it was really cool to see their vision fully realized. Like they have like a chicken coop room, and they just have this like processing room that has a window in it, and that was like some of the first like footage and things that we saw from Ominous Descent. I actually had to reach out and touch it. I was like, oh, I love you, Wall. I love you. So I'm not going to be sad anymore because this is where we are, but that was a really cool moment. So. Got scared all over the damn place. They're very large dudes.
Just the noise of the saws.
Yeah.
The buzz saws going is what got me on edge.
It's noisy.
It's just a very unsettling noise.
It's very slammy and noisy and whereas the Silent Walls is more of like a quiet, kind of creepy type scare. This is loud, really in your face. So everybody brought it this year. Thank you so much. That was really, really cool. All right, so we got 10 minutes left. So I had a good time in everything, all the trails here. We did everything twice.
They were a lot of fun.
Everything has something different to offer. I was really impressed. So I guess when I don't get to hang out every other weekend, maybe this will be a precedent we set in the future where I don't hang out as much and I don't get to see everything because it was totally fresh and amazing. All right, so we've got to move on here. A couple other things to talk about before we start wrapping this up. Let's talk about, that's the wrong way, the laser tag. They have a laser tag, and it's team-based, so one team has one color on their guns. It was green. We
were green. The other team was purple.
Purple? Okay. And, I'm not sure of like what the maximum team versus team is there, but it was two of us, and there was a couple there on the other side, and then there was this little boy. And I'm pretty sure he's one of the Chumney clan, but he was like a ringer. He was like the Terminator.
He kept getting us a lot.
Yeah, he was showing everybody how to use the guns, even though there were people there like working or whatever. So, I'm sorry, the little kid, aka the Terminator, he's a spawn camper too. It's like two sides.
He only stayed in one spot.
Yeah.
And every time I popped out, he got me because I would hear myself get hit.
And you get shot so many times, and you could respawn yourself if you ever played a first-person shooter or something like that. But I would hit the button to respawn, and I'd already be shot twice. So I see you. I
only saw him. I never saw the other two. So I think they were just hiding in the back.
I think they were. Yeah, they were just letting him do all the heavy lifting. But you know what? Yeah. It doesn't matter because we won.
We still won.
Yeah.
What?
Take that, ringer.
Take that.
It's all right. I won't talk
Sorry.
smack to
No,
the
it's
kid.
okay. No, yeah. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. We
He's-
got a little
He's
ahead of
really
ourselves.
good. He was really good.
Yeah.
And
then your gun stopped working at the
he
end.
plays dirty.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So she was the ringer.
I think I got most of the shots.
She was the ringer.
That's how we won, because
Yeah.
your gun stopped working, so.
Yeah. So we're good. We're good. I don't think it stopped working. I just think you have to aim for the other gun. And I was like, blah, 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 blah. And I think I only like got him like once because he's the Terminator, so I couldn't kill the little
I
kid.
couldn't really tell if I got him or not, because I didn't,
So
I couldn't tell if
apparently
it...
his name is Jonathan, so
We're watching you, Jonathan.
we're watching you. All right. Yeah, he was ridiculous. All right.
He was really good, though, so he did a good job.
Really
He did a good job. Good job,
He's-
Jonathan.
All right, so let's move on to the last experience here. It's 8:51. And where are you? Oh no, did I not include that? Hold on one moment.
The escape room?
Yep, hold on 1 minute.
Johnny.
Oh, I got it. Don't worry, I got it. Just
Slipping, man.
Don't worry, we got it somewhere. Extra large. There it is. Boom. Ha! This is what we can do. We can fix it live. Boom.
Nice.
Boom, look at that.
Nice.
Oh, hold on, I got to put the logo on top of it. That's very important. That's going to drive me crazy. There we go. All right, so the last thing we did, and the reason we did it last is because there was a huge line the whole night.
Yep.
Because everybody wanted to do this.
It was very popular.
Was the hide-and-seek escape game. And I did a 360 video, so if you want to check it out, go to the HauntScene Facebook, and we actually have a 360 picture there, so if you want to see it, it's really, really cool. And this is like kind of like a reverse escape game. Normally, you're trying to get out of a room. At least most of the escape rooms that I've done, you're trying to escape and get out. In this case, with this escape room, the hide-and-seek, here's Hyde here with the horns, you are trying to arm yourself or keep the monster out. And they have a really cool trailer for this. It's got Corey in there and stuff like that. So you can check out the trailer for this. This is a 5-minute escape room. And it's based on a series of like locks and puzzles and things. And you have to do things in the correct order. And I was really worried about this. And I think we were one of the last people to do it that night. Mm-hmm. And I was really worried about this because I don't want to lose.
And you haven't,
We survived the trails. We survived Jonathan the Terminator. Then we're faced with our last thing, which was the hide-and-seek escape game. And this is really cool because they actually have a character that will try to like grab you and stuff when you're doing.
He comes
all
through
this.
the window, and when you open the cabinet, he actually comes through the cabinet.
Yeah, well, don't spoil it. Spoiler. There's a cabinet there, and you can open it.
Yes.
All right. Just
Hey,
kidding.
you didn't know that until
I
told you.
All right, so I will give you credit. Yeah. I would say that we 50-50 knocked out the escape room because
we did.
We beat it.
We made it together.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's 5 minutes. I think we beat it like 3.5 minutes.
We had a minute. Yeah, we had a minute and 30 seconds left. Okay.
Yeah.
So we just beat it.
We did it. Apparently there are multiple ways you can finish the escape room, so that was really cool. So I think we took like the maybe shortened route because there's also like a more complex
there's like a pattern if you follow. Yeah. One leads you to the other.
Yeah.
But we just kind of went everywhere. Yeah, I guess. We were just everywhere looking for stuff, and we were looking for the boxes and the keys that went to the boxes, I guess.
Yeah, so if you're done an escape room, it's a lot of fun. Definitely a really interesting spin on it. I had a lot of fun here. This was a great nightcap to kind of wrap up our night because it was awesome. It was awesome, and it was terrifying because I've actually never done an escape room where there's a live character trying to throw off your concentration.
Me neither. That was the first time, actually.
It was really cool.
And actually, it does scare me because it just, it throws you off.
Yep. So you have to do this. If you go and do the I-4 Fear Park, definitely put everything on your list. Make sure you guys do the escape room. And it was just us two, so we were able to crush that. Yeah. All right, so where are we at? 8:54. How we doing? Tyler, Eric, you missed the Petrified Forest part, but you guys were awesome. So
Thank you.
The Chumney clan, Jonathan Chumney, Terminator, everybody in here. Thank you guys for watching. All right, so we're gonna start kind of wrapping this up a little bit. We got 5 minutes left, so let's talk about next week. Actually, not even next week.
Actually,
tomorrow. Actually, not even tomorrow. Actually, like, let's see, it's 9 o'clock. So about, I don't know, 10 hours from now, we're going to get in a car and we're going to do our first major road trip this year. And we're going to hit up a ton of haunts. Some of the big name ones. Netherworld. I've always been one to try out Netherworld. They just moved location, so I guess it's a new haunt. I've seen some videos. Kyle, View from the Cheap Seats, went out there. I checked out his video, and it looks absolutely amazing.
I've always wanted to try Netherworld.
So we're going to do Netherworld in Atlanta. Then we're going to go and do Haunted Hoochie in Ohio. So everybody that's goaded me into doing Haunted Hoochie, I'm looking at you, Ronnie Fox. If we die, it'll probably be at Haunted Hoochie, so come recover the bodies there. Because I've seen some videos, and that one looks pretty dang intense. I've always wanted to do Erebus Haunted Attraction in Pontiac, Michigan, so we're going to stop by, visit my family, hang out in Michigan for a little bit, and as a kind of a side haunt that ended up on our list was the Hush Haunt. So Cody and everybody that we've talked to there, thank you guys for everything. Can't wait to go and check that out. Sylvia, thank you for referring us there. And on the way back, we're going to have a special stop, and you'll know it when we do it. I'm not going to spoil it right now. And we're going to do the Dent Schoolhouse also in Ohio on the way back. So starting tomorrow, we're going to be out. It's going to be a 5-day trip. Bam. We're going to go there, do everything. Bam, 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 and then come right back. And then we're going to Halloween Horror Nights on Sunday night. I'm just kidding. It's probably not going to happen.
I would probably. No.
Really?
Well, it depends on what time we come back.
We'll probably be like
I might come back. I might go. Maybe. We'll see.
I am excited about this. We went to St. Louis and we did the Transworld, the Halloween attraction show. That was amazing. I happened to do the Darkness and Limp, the Limp Brewery there, which really opened my eyes to a larger, audience or a larger kind of a global view of haunted attractions. So I want to get out and at least pick a new region every year and go out and do everything else. I mean, Florida will always be our home base, and I always want to hit up all these haunted attractions, but I think at least maybe one weekend out of the year or two, we're going to go out and do something else. And I'm thinking about looking at New Orleans next year. So that's probably
That'd be really cool. We could do ghost tours out there too.
Yeah, ghost tours, all kinds of stuff. Right. All right, so everybody that watched tonight, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys are following us all on social media. Do me a favor. I guess our HauntScene allows you to do a review. So I'm not saying that you got to give us a good review, but any sort of feedback that you want to give us, you can leave us a review on the HauntScene Facebook page. We'd appreciate that. We just hit 3,500 likes on Facebook this week, so that's really cool. And it's so weird to think, like, I was happy to get to like 100 and like 1,000 and like 2,000, and then now we've definitely made a pretty big dent in this year. So I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody that watches.
Thank you so much, guys.
If you're watching the replay, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, because we always back up the episodes on YouTube. We don't really broadcast on YouTube, but we back up the episodes there. So, but that's it, man. I had a really good week this week.
It was a really great weekend.
Yeah. And it's so weird because it's like episode 6. We only got like 4 more episodes. One of those being the finale, which is the drunk edition. So,
that's always fun.
Yeah, that'll always be fun. All right. So that's it, man. That's all we got for this episode. Anything else?
Oh, that's fun.
You want to go eat your corn now?
I would love to go eat my corn that I traded in for you, Johnny.
I'm keeping this can
Thank you.
corn.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm going to need your can opener, though.
I guess you should have traded for that. All right. So we're going to go ahead and roll credits. But thank you for everybody for watching. We appreciate you. And until next time, spook easy.
Happy haunting.
And watch out for our live streams on our road trip, because we're going to be doing all kinds of stuff. So we'll see you soon. All right.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Give me some treats.